Welcome to the 2020 Holi Purim event, where the Holi and the Purim are mushed into one. I'm Kumhuqski. I'm in a human suit as well as a cowboy outfit. Behold my wonders of the human suit. Pretty good human suit. We have Betamax here, who's going to be interviewing me. Is that right, Betamax?
Hello, everybody. I welcome our viewers. I'm Betamax, and I'm going to be the interviewer today. Now, first let me ask, what is Holi?
Holi is a holiday celebrated in India where, well, the first day, as you can see by this little bonfire we have on a plate because the actual outside is raining, that they gather around a bonfire to remember the day that Prahad was tried to be killed by putting on a fire with his aunt after he didn't worship the king because the king was like really wanted to be worshipped instead of God. If I'm getting my facts correctly.
Okay, that's very interesting about Holi.
But that's just the story behind it, and there's also traditions to go along with it. There's the water gun and throwing of the paint, and like I said, the bonfire.
I see.
And the main treats.
So, knowing what you told me, what are some of the ways people celebrate holiday?
Well, that holiday is celebrated by, like I said, throwing powdered paint on one's faces with the water gun, but that's just on the second day. The first day, bonfire. I just love the bonfire. It's nice and warm and toasty.
Do people have favorite foods in the holiday? What's your favorite food?
Mine is the sugary sweet dish. No, well, actually, I don't remember it what it's called at this time, but it's like where you can put like it's deep fried, and you can put different things like almonds and chestnuts and fruit and chocolate. Some are dipped in chocolate. I believe they're called gujis. Yeah, that's right. It's called guji.
Okay, well, I wish I had some gujis right now. But let me ask you this. What's your favorite color and activities that you do during Holi?
That would have to be blue, and powdered blue paint is my favorite paint to throw on Shay, which is a friend that I hang out with during Holi. We get along great, me and him. That's not, I like hanging out with my friends during Holi. And also, I get to travel to India sometimes. Sometimes I do that. I like traveling. It's fun.
Well, you mentioned before that this is a 2-day holiday, that there's 2 holidays being celebrated a day. The other one being Purim. Can you tell us about Purim?
Well, Purim is about how there's this mean old guy named Haman who wanted to kill all the Jewish people because this one guy. Give me a sec. He didn't worship him, and his name started with an M. I won't remember it, but my name, I'm very tired right now, and my mind's a little fuzzy. But anyways, so he didn't worship him, and then the king said, what do you mean there's these people that are disrespecting me? We need to hang them. So then Queen Esther, I'm saying her name correctly, had to say to Jewish people by letting the king know that Haman wanted to kill them all, and she was married to him, so that's why he cared. And yeah.
Okay, I understand what Purim is now, but can you tell me what specifically it means to you?
Well, I remember with my adopted family, we used to celebrate many things. We spin the graggers, and we gave little goodie baskets to the little ones and the many ones. And then we ate sweet treats like Toshs. And we just had tons of fun. And also we got to dress up as costumes. There's why I dressed up as a cowboy and a human at the same time, because normally I'm a doll.
Is there any other thing that people do to celebrate Purim?
Yes, they eat ham and Toshs, and it's a fun, very delicious treat. And they costumes, I mentioned those, and I believe the Torah is read, and they spin the Gregor every single time his name is pronounced. That is a good time. I remember also doing that with Mr. Wolfie.
So you mentioned that sweet for Purim. Is that your favorite food, or do you have any other favorite foods?
Sure, I like the ham and Toshs. I also like the raisin lasagna that I too tired to remember the name of. And then there, of course, is the little. But you know, we one thing I can say, we grew up in a religious family, so we did separate the milk and the meat. So Purim specifically was a milk day, so we generally didn't eat any meat products there.
Crush, it's been very enlightening, this Purim and Purim discussion with you. And one observation I'd like to say is, don't you think it's cool that it's Women's History Month and this holiday celebrates Esther's heroism? Is that a coincidence? I think not. What do you think?
That is very interesting. And I just want to give a shout out to all the women and the females that are out there celebrating or doing whatever they are doing at this time, because it is definitely Women's History Month, and I wouldn't be where I was today if it wasn't for all the females in my life, like my mom. I have two. I got adopted, so that's why I have two moms. And it's like just like with Henry from Once Upon a Time. and can't forget Sue. Shout out to Sue, even though she passed away. Anyways, and yeah, just all the females that were in my life that are very near and dear to me. And Roxy's a very good friend of mine too. She's the wife of Mr. Wolfie, my brother, and all my brothers and sisters of Lexikar and Ahava and I really need to go to bed. I don't even remember.
Well, Crush, one thing we talked about two holidays today, Holi and Purim, and one thing I'm trying to wrap around here is thinking, what's the similarities between these two holidays?
Well, they both appear to have a sweet dish, like the Hamantash and the Buchi, and they both have that different fillings and flavors that you could add upon them, and they both celebrate good over evil. The stories that are behind them, and they are both a lot of fun with the paint, powdered paint, and the water gun, and then the little goodie baskets for Purim, and the costumes. Yep, Purim was definitely my favorite holiday growing up with my family, my second family, sorry.
So we have a question here from our viewers, and that's, since it's Holi Purim, does this make it Purim, Pali, or Hurim? Or would it be both?
Pali or Hurim? Let's see, what is it? I would have to say both, because both sound like fun words.
Well,
Mordecai! The father's name was Mordecai. Okay, cousin, whatever. His name was Mordecai. I knew at the end of the video I would eventually remember that guy's name.
So who's Mordecai?
Mordecai is the guy that didn't bow to Haman, and Haman got mad and wanted to kill the Jewish people because of it.
And what did Esther do again?
Esther told the king about Haman's plot, and then the king hung him instead of the Jewish people.
Hung who?
Haman.
I see. Well, this is very, very, I've been learning a lot on this.
It also goes to show that I'm very tired because I can't remember.
Crush, I
right
understand. It's late for you. It's middle of the night for you, and this is a late night interview.
And I came in from Pakistan. That's another thing.
Yeah, so you're even in a different time zone. So I really appreciate you taking the time and explaining Holi Purim to us, so that all our viewers can appreciate these two holidays that we can become
Oh my gosh, I
more
forgot
aware
to
of.
wait. I remember, have an easy fast for all you people that fast during Lent. So I forgot about that holiday too. So Women's History Month, Lent, Holi, and Purim, all mushed. If I'm forgetting any holidays, let me know. Or fasting days.
Okay, this is good. This is diversity in itself in Women's History Month. Thank you very much, viewers, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time in our next interview with Crush, where he'll stop being human cowboy. Thank you, Crush.